Hey there, good afternoon, how's it going? It's been a little while. Today is Wednesday, December 17th, 2025. Currently 85 degrees Fahrenheit, that is 29 degrees Celsius. Back in Bali. I've actually been here for 8 days since leaving Boracay, the Philippines. Caught a flight here just over a week ago, but I haven't done any filming at all in the week that I have been here. Been taking a break. Here we have a Ganesha statue. Bali is, of course, majority Hindu in the Muslim majority nation of Indonesia. Down there, the center of Ubud. So I've stayed here in Ubud at that same place for the past week. So this video isn't all going to be noisy with the traffic. I'm going to do a little walkthrough, get down here, and then get back into the quiet lanes by my hotel and do a little wander through there, show some of the rice paddies, etc. If my voice sounds a little bit rough, the AC has given me a little bit of a sore throat, so I am looking forward to not needing AC very soon, because my 3.5 month adventure is over. Flight tomorrow. I will check out of my hotel later this evening and get a taxi to the Bali airport and then stay in a capsule hotel there tonight, which I've stayed at a couple of times before now. Really great place, right in the airport, literally inside the airport, but outside the security area, so you can stay there even if your flight is the next day or you've landed or whatever. Okay, so down there the main street, and then wow, look at that. Phenomenal temple with the huge tree hanging over it. And so I have a flight back to the United States tomorrow, taking a break after another big adventure, even though, you know, timing not great heading back in winter time, but of course it is also the holidays, and so that is a factor. Head back, visit family, friends, just get a break from the foreign adventures. Wow, look at this place. Looks really nice. Inda Lodge and Kampung Sari. Hey there.
How are you?
Doing great. Looks like a nice place. You're staying here?
Yeah.
Right on.
Yeah.
Whoa. This place is phenomenal. Look at these huge, whatever, koi fish or whatever. Very, very nice. I wonder how much this place is per night. I will try to find it online. So lush. Bali is just so incredibly beautiful. So in the lodge at Kampung Sari. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Seeing the Christmas decorations around here, and then my hotel is right down here. I will walk past it and then keep on going through the beautiful maze here. Wow, so I had never walked this way before. I knew about this lane and so wanted to check it out. Just gorgeous. So, before getting into some of the various things that I want to talk about, just wanted to, for one thing, say why I came back to Bali and didn't film any videos at all. So I came back to Bali because it was a fairly easy, convenient flight to get here from the Philippines, and I knew that it would be a good place to just kind of chill, take a break, relax, and consider my plans for the winter, because I was not at all certain that I was going to go back home. I was really on the fence about it. Look at that beautiful rice paddy. And so after a week then decided, yeah, I think I'm ready to head back and take a break from the international adventures, and then didn't film it all, just for fairly obvious reasons probably, because I was here just about a month ago. Oh, funny, those are the same people that I saw before, because I remember the lady with the green canister. Okay, I think, yeah, this is my place right here. That is my room on the upper left. Great place here. And so this leads into what I wanted to mention about Bali. Just how it is so spectacular, and especially for the price. So as I showed at the beginning there, really nice room, just a perfect room for $20-something per night, even though Bali is so popular. I mean, that is like the prices that you will pay in India and many other places that aren't as just phenomenally beautiful, clean, safe, you know, really a pretty high standard. It's not, you know, first world Japan, New York City, obviously, but still it is pretty well organized and fairly clean. And then just beyond that is the reality of the people being just so incredibly friendly and warm and welcoming. No scams or hassle, really. It is just truly one of the ultimate places to travel, especially for the price. And then, of course, there is just so much to see of Indonesia beyond Bali. As I showed, I went to the island of Sumba when I was here before, totally off the tourist trail. Really interesting. And then when you look at the map of Indonesia, it is really a massive country. So Bali is not a tiny island. It takes hours to get across it, especially with the traffic, because it's gotten so busy, popular, not just because of tourists, but it is a highly densely populated country with locals here. But when you look on the map of Indonesia, it does look like a little tiny island. You zoom out and then there are these islands that are just so huge and so undiscovered. Indonesia is really a country that you could explore for a lifetime easy and just never see all of it. So, you know, Bali is where most tourists go, and for good reason, but I do look forward to coming back to Indonesia again someday and exploring further. So, heading back home, and plans are a bit unknown as far as how long I'm going to stay back in the US, how well I'm going to tolerate, you know, winter and all the political craziness going on and the general downer vibes, you could say, and just, you know, being back home after traveling. So that's all up in the air. But I just wanted to kind of reflect a little bit on this past trip of mine, which was really quite awesome. Okay, I'm not sure if this is going to go through. It looks like it probably isn't, huh? That's a shame. Oh, maybe it will. So anyways, I realized that this trip has kind of been a bucket list trip of sorts. I didn't visit any new countries. Oh, okay. Well, I'm sort of in the backyard, but maybe I can get over to this other lane without having to go around. Hopefully they don't mind too much. I'll just act like I don't know what I'm doing, which I don't. Oh. All right, security there, but they didn't care at all. Okay, so I once went this way. I remember making a video and walking through this exact place here when I was here the last time. So brilliant. This hooks into this whole other maze back in here. Wow, there is really a lot in here. So anyways, this was really a trip of visiting a bunch of places that had been on my travel list and I had wanted to see in countries that I had been to already, but lots of new places. So it started with, whoa, look at this temple. Honeymoon Garden, I guess another resort. Not going to go in there, but man, another spectacular looking place. So the hotel that I stayed at a month ago was in this area somewhere. Doesn't matter. Anyways, let's keep going this way. Oh, PGS Homestay. Okay, yes, it was down here. I think this keeps going past it. So the trip started in early September, going to the Azores and Madeira Islands of Portugal. And so this is where I stayed the last time I was here, a month ago, up on that building there. Another cool place at a good price. So started the trip on the Azores Islands, then went to Madeira, then flew to Greece. I had wanted to get there in September, being the ultimate month, and one of my goals was to get to 70 Greek islands. Yes, 70, not 17. I think that I was at 66 before that, so needed to go to 4 more islands, and so accomplished that. Got to 70 Greek islands, and then decided to come to Bali here. So that was a whole big journey, getting from Greece to Bali. It literally took like 4 days, I think, staying a night in Turkey and a night in Singapore. Oh, interesting. So what is this place? Templar House. Another really fascinating looking place. So, you know, these are hotels. I assume it's not a big problem if I go in, because I'm very fascinated to see what it looks like. Okay, I think I won't get too close, but it looks really cool. I will put the prices down below for this as well, if I can find it. Little pool there that's really shaded. But, yeah, like bungalows. Very rustic. Fascinating that there's so much back in here. And so, got to Greece. Spent, I forget, like 3 weeks-ish there. And then, I was running out of days to be in the Schengen zone, and so I had to leave Greece, and so decided to come to Bali. And then from here, decided to go back to India, went to Rishikesh again, and then there was one place I hadn't been before that I had wanted to visit for many years, and that was Bodh Gaya, the place where the Buddha is believed to have attained enlightenment, and so went there. And then I had really wanted to go back to South Korea because I'd really just been to Seoul and a couple of days on Jeju Island, and then also get back to Japan. So did that, flew from Bali to South Korea, saw more of the country, traveled across it, south to north, from Busan, the second largest city, up to Seoul. And then there met up with my friend Maria from Australia, and we traveled there for a week in Seoul and Sakcho, another city on the east coast of South Korea. And then I flew by myself to Japan. Let's just head back up this way. And explored Kyushu Island for, I forget, like 10 days to 2 weeks-ish, something like that. I think like 12 days. And so saw more of Japan, and then Boracay Island, also somewhere that I had wanted to visit for a while to see one of the best islands of the Philippines. And so spent a week there and then back to Bali. So there you go, 3 months of traveling. Saw some interesting places for sure. No new countries added, but lots of new, interesting, and very, very nice places. So definitely a successful journey there. But just decided, despite the fact that there are so many places that I could go next from here, I was considering various options, but ultimately was just feeling like, you know, I think that I am ready for a break. And it's the holidays, so might as well head back now. So that is it. But I'm sure that I will still be doing some filming back in the US, some random stuff. Who knows? We shall see. I think this is the end of the path. Oh, not quite. But now a long journey ahead of me. Tomorrow, 2 flights. So 5-hour flight to Taipei, Taiwan, and then second flight from there back to the US. Okay, yep, this is the end, and then looks like some sort of big resort being built there. And so it's going to be a like 24-hour journey altogether, something like that. So there you go. Hope you enjoyed. And as for future international adventures and wanderings and bumblings, I have absolutely no idea. But of course, many, many more places that I want to go in countries I've been to before and countries that I have not been to yet. So more coming from somewhere. See ya.